Hi everyone, Spence Bowthorpe here. Welcome to the first in this series of tutorials about the six-step marketing process. This tutorial will introduce you to the concept of commitment-based marketing and will give you an overview of the principles this marketing process is built upon. Commitment-based marketing uses comfortable, easygoing conversation to help you take a prospect from being unaware of you to becoming a fully committed ally with a promise to send all restoration referrals to you. The process is specific and measurable. You'll know where you are in the process with each of your prospects. You will know exactly what your next objective is when you meet with a client. I'm going to be using insurance agents as the topic of most of our tutorials, but this process is adaptable and effective with any market group that you target. The specific solutions you offer are the only difference. Most marketing that's done in the restoration industry right now has the objective of getting in front of potential referrers and telling them why they should refer business to us. This is an old marketing scheme, and it usually involves a long list of why we're better than our competitor, which we call features, and why the prospect should use us, which we call benefits. Almost all pitches, brochures, and other promotions convey these messages. It's as if every restoration contractor out there is faster, better, nicer, more honest, and has better equipment than all of their competition. A few years ago, when I had teenagers, someone gave me this quote, which I love. Teenagers want to be different, just like everybody else. In other words, in their quest to break away from all the norms they feel their parents and others have placed upon them, teenagers reach out and try to be unique and different in how they dress, their hairstyles, their language, and their activities. How do they accomplish that? Well, they wear the same clothes, the same hairstyles, use the same language, and do the same activities of all the other teenagers, right? So in their effort to be unique and different and independent, they actually just become like everyone else. We tend to do the same things in our marketing. In our attempts to differentiate ourselves from the competition, we usually create features and benefits that make us sound pretty much like everybody else. So ask yourself this question: what problem do I solve for my clients? Just answer that silently to yourself. If your answer is anything close to, we help them clean up fires, floods, mold, etc., and we do it better than anyone else, then you're probably solving the same problem that your competitors are solving. A wise mentor of mine once told me, if you solve the same problem as your competition, one of you isn't needed. If we believe that the best thing we can offer to insurance agents is a fast, honest, fair company to clean up fires and floods, we are wrong. They already have dozens of solutions to that problem. Take a look at their desks, break rooms, and offices to see all the evidence of this. Mugs, magnets, brochures, trinkets, and treats. I'm telling you, people, that problem is solved. So you may be thinking, that's what we do. What other problems should we solve? Well, I'm recommending that we look at some big well-known companies for an answer. And let's take a look at McDonald's first. McDonald's sells hamburgers and other food. They have competitors who do more or less the same thing. Yes, everyone says their food's better, they're faster, they're cleaner, and they're nicer. But in the customer's mind, they all basically solve the same problem, right? So how could McDonald's get their target customers to prefer their food? First, they had to identify some of their target customers, okay? Here are three groups they thought they could appeal to. Number one, young mothers with small children. Number two, commuters. And number three, perhaps seniors. Then they had to question their targets and identify some problems that those target groups shared. I don't have the specific research, but I think this is what they found. Young mothers need an opportunity to have a break from the kids and maybe sit and chat with a friend. Commuters are always in a rush. They'd like to be able to grab a cup of coffee and a pastry on the way to work and do it in under 5 minutes, preferably without leaving their car. And seniors need the opportunity to socialize with others in their community. And their favorite topic? The news. Their favorite beverage? Fresh brewed coffee. So McDonald's is in the food business, but they discovered key problems for their targeted markets that weren't necessarily all about food. How could they solve those problems? Well, I don't know what all of their ideas were, but 3 solutions they came up with are pretty obvious. Number 1, McDonald's Play Place, a place to play while moms talk. Number 2, double and triple drive-thrus, in and out in a hurry for commuters. And number 3, McCafe stores, coffee, news, and lively chat. Here's something we call the ultra-simple marketing formula. Listen closely. The first step, find out what they want. The second step, go and get it. And the third step, give it to them. And I've added the fourth step in that order. We can do exactly what McDonald's does. We can find out what our customers want, need, or are troubled by in their businesses. Not necessarily in connection to us and our services, though. We can find some unique and valuable ways to serve those needs, and then we can introduce our awesome solutions to the customer. And I've got to go to the fourth thing in that order. The principle is, or this principle is, the essence of the 6-step marketing process. Most importantly, we abandon our focus on telling the customer what we have, and we change our focus to finding out what they want. In this first tutorial, I only want to make this one simple point, that from now on, we always focus only on the customer's needs and frustrations, and we quit telling them what we have. We become the most curious sponge the world has ever known. We want to understand everything about our agents, from what they like, what they do, why they got into the business, to how the economy is affecting them, if their loss ratios are up, and if their customers are remaining loyal. We want to actually feel with them how difficult it is to operate a small business and face the many challenges that are out there. We want to share their successes and empathize with their challenges. Once they begin to share their problems and frustrations, then we go to work trying to help them with solutions. Once we have some excellent solutions, we present those to our customer, and we become their source and their resource to execute those solutions in their business. By the way, we do all of this as a service to our customers at no cost to them. All we ask is that they refer all of their claims that come to them to us. Does that sound fair? This is the process. So let's get to the details, and we'll see you on the next video.